Hey guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to create this beautiful, flawless, smoked out look. I'm literally so obsessed with this look. And to tell you guys the truth, honestly, this is like one of my favorite looks that I've created, I think, ever. If I'm not even joking. Like I have a bunch of favorite looks I've created, but this one I feel like tops it off. So I'm going to start off with the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream, one of my favorite primers. This primer moisturizes the skin and minimizes the pores. So what I like to do is really push this product into the skin, and my clients love when I give them a mini facial massage, so keep that in mind. Your clients will love you. So I'm going to use the Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo Foundation, one of my favorites, in the shade 35W and 40W. So you want to mix those two colors on the back of your hand and then go ahead and apply it onto your client's face. And then here I'm using the Peaches and Cream PC14 brush, and I'm just pushing that foundation into the skin. I'm not rubbing, I'm just making sure it's pushed into the skin. And then when I get towards the ears and the jawline, that's when I go into circular motions. For under the eye, I'm going to use the Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC in the shade NC20 or NW20, I'm sorry. I'm just using a flat concealer brush and just focusing this under the eye. For contour, I'm going to use the Dermablend Flawless Creator Foundation in the shade 70W, and I'm just going to focus this on the forehead, cheekbones, chin, and nose. Using the Real Techniques contour brush, I'm just going to push that foundation into the skin, and I'm just going like upwards and towards the cheeky area. I'm not going to blend that color down, I'm going to push it up and then around the jawline, as you can tell. And then using a beauty blender, any kind of beauty blender, you just want to make sure you're getting that product pushed into the skin and blend it out flawlessly. And then for the nose contour, I like to use like a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I just feel like I get a better look this way, and it's cleaner and it's just easier rather than using a big old beauty blender around those, small areas of the nose. Then you want to use a setting powder under the eye to set the concealer, and I also like to apply it right underneath the contour just to clean that and sharpen that up. For this step, you can use any brush as long as it's fluffy. You're just going to be brushing off that powder. And for blush, I'm going to use my favorite KKW Very Graceful, and I'm just going to focus this right on the apples of her cheeks. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use my favorite base by P. Louise in the shade 2. And just any flat concealer brush. I'm just going to go ahead and shape out her eyebrow and focus this concealer right on the lid. And then using any fluffy brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the edges just to make sure this base is set correctly. So this is a MAC blush, but I love to use it as eyeshadow. It's in the shade Film Noir. So I just picked up that blush on a really thin brush. This brush is by Zoeva, but to tell you guys the truth, I cut this brush. I just took scissors to it and I made it really, really thin. I shaped it the way I needed it to be. If you guys want to see a tutorial on how I cut my brushes, just leave a comment and I can teach you guys how I do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this color out. I'm just picking up more product and applying it straight onto the eye. And I'm kind of going for like a C shape, but it's more extended on the top, if that makes sense. So this is the shape that I'm going for. Next up, I'm using the Secret Sinner palette in the shade Obsession. This is also by P. Louise. And I'm going to use the same Zoeva brush, same shape, the one that I cut, I told you guys about. And I'm just going right on top of that Film Noir color. And then next up, I'm using MAC Dark Tan Bronzer as a transition shade. And this is just a fluffy Zoeva brush. It's, I believe, the 227. So once you blend those colors out, this is what it should look like. And I'm just going to pick up my brush and just kind of go back over the color and just to perfect it. So what I like to do is just pick up any makeup wipe and just wipe off that eyeshadow that's on the lid before I go in with concealer, just to get a cleaner look. So I went ahead and cut the crease using P. Louise base number 2 with a flat concealer brush. After I was done cutting the crease, I went ahead and applied white eyeshadow to set it. I went ahead and picked up the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and I just focused this towards the outer corner of the eye. For the inner corner, I'm going to use this shade called Ranch from the Conspiracy palette, and I'm just going to focus it in the inner corner of the eye. For lashes, I'm using my all-time favorite, MTS by Me Cosmetics. I love these lashes. I've always been obsessed, and I'm always going to be obsessed, and you're going to see why when she opens up her eyes. They look so amazing. By the way, you can get 10% off of these lashes by using the code GET10. So my all-time favorite highlighter is actually not a highlighter, it's an eyeshadow by Nomad Cosmetics, and it's called La Playa. I'm so sorry to tell you guys, this eyeshadow is completely discontinued. It's never coming back. I sincerely apologize for using it, but honestly, I can't help myself because it's just so stunning. So here's the final look, but I do want to mention that I completely forgot to record the part where I was applying the lip liner and the lipstick. I'm so sorry, but the lip liner I used is by KKW. It's in the shade 90s style. Lipstick is by Kylie Cosmetic in the shade Money Mindset. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you learned something new. I appreciate your support. Love you guys. Bye.